You're watching Central Illinois' best source for news and weather. WAND News Today starts now.
You know, we've talked out here. We wouldn't be surprised if someday a plane didn't crash in our backyard, hopefully not on our home. Well, this is about as close as I hope it ever gets.
3 people are dead after a plane crashed behind that man's house in Springfield yesterday afternoon.
WAND News has been following this story since yesterday afternoon. WAND's Karen Eisert's on scene this morning. Karen, what do you know so far?
Yeah, well, Darren, I'm at the intersection of Luxford and Gary Streets in this neighborhood. Authorities still on scene, 13 hours after this plane crashed, killing 3 people and a dog. Now, air traffic control at Abraham Lincoln Capitol Airport told police just after 3 p.m. yesterday that an aircraft had crashed in this area about 7 miles southeast of the airport. Several agencies responded and found the downed plane in a backyard on White Timber Road on fire. Now, according to the FAA, the plane was a twin-engine Piper Aerostar that was on its way to the Springfield airport from Florida. Now, it did make a stop in Alabama, but this plane originally was coming from Florida. Now, Air Tower workers said the pilot had indicated they were having difficulty due to weather and also with the plane's instruments. Now, WAND News spoke with a neighbor nearby who heard the crash happen.
And it was like the backyard, like a neighbor grilling, and it just exploded is how loud it was. And it sort of, you could feel it move a little bit. And our dog barked, and I was working on some email. And in the meantime, I just thought, that's not normal.
Police say the National Transportation Safety Board will take over now with the investigation this morning. Now, as to the victims' identities, those have not been released by officials. So we will wait for an official release from the investigators in charge of this crash. And then until then, we will keep those names with us. Live in Sangamon County, Karen Eisert, WAND News.
Let's take a closer look at the plane from this crash. According to FlightAware.com, the aircraft was built in 1979, making it roughly 41 years old. The FAA says the plane is owned by LKJ Properties in Springfield. And in California, the NTSB is also investigating the crash that killed 9 people, including Kobe Bryant and his daughter. Investigators are looking at factors that led up to that crash, including the weather. They say the crash has a large debris field and noted that the helicopter did not have a black box. But crews say they also recovered an iPad believed to have belonged to the pilot.